already with 3 weeks now into the 30-day weight loss challenge. So in today's lesson, I'll be reviewing some of the techniques that we've covered so far. And if you have any questions, if you're stuck on a particular technique, if you need any kind of advice, please feel free to use the comments bar in this video. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Now, in day one of the weight loss challenge, we started out by getting you to set yourself some goals, getting you to think about the reasons why you want to be a certain weight. More importantly, getting you to think about what that's actually going to give you. Because it's the reasons why you want to be a certain weight is the thing that's actually going to drive you. It's the thing that's actually going to motivate you. Then in day 3, we went through an eating plan. Things that have worked successfully for my clients over the years, such as stopping when you feel full, using the dining room table, picking that one place to have your meals, using your senses, ultimately helping you so that you don't have to diet. Because then in day 5, the thing that we covered then was the food diary. So by now you should be keeping your food diary. You should now be getting a clear picture of what works for you, what things don't work for you. And then, as I said in that day 5, by making changes, by doing things differently, you can then break free from dieting, because there's no need to diet, because you know exactly what is going to work for you. Then in day 7, I recorded a hypnosis session for you and give you wonderful positive suggestions about being motivated, suggestions that were designed to help you to feel determined. So hopefully by now you've listened to that hypnosis session more than once, because every time you listen to the hypnosis session, it's going to keep reinforcing those wonderful positive suggestions. Then in day 9, I taught you the first step of the self-hypnosis process. Self-hypnosis, as I said, is a wonderful skill to have, because self-hypnosis, in a sense, gives you control over your mind. If something isn't working in your life, then self-hypnosis allows you to change that program. And that first step of the self-hypnosis process is a technique that you'll do before you go to sleep at night. And just carry on using that technique, even though, yes, I've now taught you step 2, that relaxation process. Still carry on using that technique at night. Then during day 11, I explain why your own self-talk, the things that you say to yourself on a regular basis, why it's important that your self-talk is positive. Remember when I said, if you catch yourself saying something negative, so if you tell yourself that it's difficult to lose weight, then replace that with something positive. Tell yourself that losing weight just feels natural for you. Losing weight is easy for you. Tell yourself that you're motivated. Tell yourself that you're determined, because what you tell yourself is what you're going to get. So it's important that you're telling yourself those positive things that you want. In day 13, I then taught you the stress technique. Many people will overeat, many people will turn to food for comfort. So if a person's going through something difficult, if a person feels stressed, they might turn to food. So the idea of learning you that technique was so that you can learn to relax, so you don't have to turn to food. Then in day 15, I give you the opportunity to ask me any kind of question that you may have. I give you the opportunity to use my expertise of helping clients to successfully lose weight. And hopefully you've done that by now, but if not, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer any question that you may have. Then in day step 17, I taught you the second part then of the self-hypnosis process. The second step then being that process of just learning how to relax, learning how you actually get yourself into that wonderful relaxed state. And by being in that relaxed state, if you think about the radio station being out of tune, by getting into that relaxed state, it's like tuning in that station. So then when we move in a few days' time to wrapping up the self-hypnosis process, when you then actually give yourself wonderful positive suggestions, your unconscious mind then fully understands what it is that you want. In our previous lesson then in day 19, again I recorded a hypnosis session for you. An hypnosis session based on almost, if you think about spring cleaning, getting rid of those blocks, those things that might get in your way of you actually reaching your ideal weight. Now in some of the other lessons still to come, some of the things I'm going to teach you will be the third and final part then of the self-hypnosis process. I'll teach you how you can actually give yourself wonderful positive suggestions of change. In another future lesson, I'll be teaching you the 30-second exercise plan, teaching you how you can actually lose weight by exercising for 30 seconds. I'll also then be sharing with you the secrets of thin people. Thin people do things naturally. And I'll be sharing some of those things that thin people naturally do, so that you can then begin to apply those same principles. And also I'll be giving you an opportunity where you can actually choose and actually listen to an hypnosis session that's beneficial for you. So you might want an hypnosis session for comfort eating, so you no longer comfort eat. You might want an hypnosis session in order to feel motivated to exercise. So I'll be giving you the opportunity of getting an hypnosis session for your specific needs, your specific wants. So please feel free, if there's any questions that you have, please feel free to put the question in the comment bar in this video. And if there's anything any lessons that you need to review, any lessons that you need to practice, then feel free to go back to that particular day and go through that particular lesson once again. And again, I look forward to our next lesson in a few days' time.